All right, you're welcome back. And this is still TV3Newday's time now for this morning. And we're asking a very important question on the back of the coup in Niger a couple of weeks ago. And we're asking that, are you worried about the spate of coups in Africa? And I'll give you some statistics to back this. Now, it says that the overall number of coup attempts in Africa remain remarkably consistent at an average of around 4 a year. And this has been between 1960 and the year 2000. Now, African countries have had conditions, of course, that make it likely for a coup, like poverty, poor economic performance, etc. Now, in 2000, however, there was a decline. So in 2000, only one coup. In fact, in 2020, only one coup was reported in Mali. In 2021, there was a noticeably higher than average number. So there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coups or attempted coups in 2021 alone. And then in 2022, there were 5 attempts, but only 2 in Burkina Faso succeeded. And now we have also in 2023 a coup in Niger. And so, I mean, when this happened in Niger, we're all saying that this is not far from us. This is still Africa, and the same conditions that other African countries are complaining about, sometimes, or in fact, most times we also complain about it. So if it's happening to our neighbors, should we be worried that it is that close? And that's what we're asking you this morning, that what is your fear? Are you worried that there are high level or high number of coups across the African continent? Let us know what you think. The numbers are on your screens. We want to hear from you. Guys.
Yeah. And if we have to put matters into perspective, we have to call a spade a spade. Mm-hmm. If you look at Tinubu, who is a chair of ECOWAS currently, the Economic Community of West African States, his election is already even being disputed.
Yeah.
And we know the circumstances under which he won that election. Mm-hmm. Okay. He's even a feeble man. Mm. And we've seen that the African leaders who are feeble and weak, who are very old and frail, have been very bad at leadership. Mm-hmm. Nobody has to take us far. Even within the precinct of our own borders, etc., we see very old women and men in office who perform poorly. Yeah. And are performing poorly continuously. Now, if you take even a look around Ghana, these days, those who even communicate for government, you go beneath their post. Even their own people who used to comment on their post on social media, you find 5, 2, after 6 hours of post. It should even tell you that even within your own party, people are not happy with the state of affairs. Exactly. The reality is that when somebody votes you into office, they want you to make sure that you create the right environment so that when they want access to goods and services, they're able to get them. And the West African leaders have just failed at administering their countries like the countries that they use in measuring themselves with, or even the various countries with.
We have Magina.
We have Magina.
Right. Yeah, Magina. Magina called us this week as well.
Yeah. Yes,
he's been calling, It's good to have you on the show. Good morning to you. Talk to us.
Good morning. Thank you, madam.
Yes. Carry on, please.
I really appreciate this topic that you are raising this morning. First of all, let me take this opportunity to say hi to all your viewers and listeners, more especially Fifi the General Secretary for NDC.
Okay.
This gentleman is an example of African leaders that we need to emulate. I have gotten closer with this man. He told me, Regina, if because of your personal greed, if because of your personal interest that you are following me, please get out from me. This is what Security told me. And I sat down and I analyzed what the thought that he said to me. And indeed, if you examine African leadership, there is a problem looming ahead of us. The problem is, now anyone who wants to be an African leader, it's either you have wealth, it's either you groom people around you who use their muscle to fight for you. If you are coming with a great message, re-changing, inspiring message, motivational message, directing people to do the right thing, you won't get people to follow you.
Yeah.
NDC, NPP, all political parties, those people who want to be in leadership, You sit down and do your own analysis. Everybody will have body-built people or money. That is why our democracy has turned to moneycracy. And we have people who call themselves, we are doctors, we are PhD holders. They are not seeing this. And one of the unfortunate things is our traditional leadership. My mother, my father never stepped in a formal classroom before. But the thought that they gave me is a formal thought. The thought that they give me and the ethical values.
Okay, Majina, I mean,
ethical principle. We have
please land
lost
for me.
all these things. This is what we are.
Okay.
We let people to dictate for us. You just put a message. That Africa, we are 1.4 billion or million people.
Thank you, Majina. We've heard from you, and of course, we want you to call us as well and share with us what you think. I mean, people who have lived in the era of coup, they always tell you that it's not something that you wish for any country at all. But at the same time, when they say that, they also question the leadership of the African countries, because they say that if you know what it can do to an economy, and they never built an economy, why do you still lead in such a manner that the economy is so bad, people are so poor? Look at the statistics. We're told that at the end of 2022 or so, about 850,000 Ghanaians have now gone below the poverty line. That is
according
a worry.
to the latest World Bank report.
Exactly. That is a major worry. What are leaders doing about that?
And the number of applications at embassies
is an angry man.
Even in Ghana, Boko, just 2-3 weeks ago, over 20 people were killed. A bus was burnt on the road from Wale Wale when it went from Boko. And even in Ghana, we can't keep the peace. Boko, come on, Boko.
We have to head to Johnny's Bite.
We're going to Niger.
Yeah. Let's go to Johnny's Bite.